Trying to make yourself healthy, a little bit more fit. Well, this man can help you if you've been falling off the wagon. He almost needs no introduction. Dai Manuel, look at the Whole Life Fitness Manifesto is the book. We're going to give one away at the end of the segment. But right now, Dai, we're talking about injecting the right amount and the right kind of protein into your diet. Yeah,
I guess the biggest misconception, especially with Canadians nowadays, only about 17% of our daily energy actually comes from protein.
That's 17%? That's
about it. That's about it. And then on top of that, 22% of our calories come from empty sources, like condiments and sugars and refined foods. So I'm all about getting back to basics and getting those whole food, single ingredient protein sources.
And we hear that all the time. Reduce the number of ingredients, you're going to increase the number of nutrients just by default. And around here, we're always like, okay, we've been up so early, one of your first items over here, if you just eat a hard-boiled egg, game changer, you can feel it in your body.
Yeah, and it's fantastic. I mean, why I've brought this sort of a spread here is because I'm all about leveraging time. And I'm the same way when it comes to eating smart. So one of my favorite sources has always been beef, because even if you look at eggs, they're great for zinc. Right? We were talking about power packing our nutrients in there, but calorie for calorie, gram for gram, you know, when you start comparing beef, 184 grams, you get 26 grams of great protein, easily absorbed, all the extra zinc that you would get in normally 11 eggs.
So if somebody who's going, I don't want to eat red meat, they could do the egg and the almond or the chicken.
But even then with the almonds, I love almonds, and I'm all about having a nice big wide palette and an array of different proteins, because we want to keep, we were talking about this earlier, about having a balanced lifestyle, but we also need variety in our diet. And so when you start looking and leveraging your different food sources, you know, you keep engaged. You can keep on track for those goals that you set for yourself.
For me, I must eat beef 3 times a week because of anemia. I've always had it. And you get told, okay, you've got to do it. And you go into a restaurant and you get served this massive piece of, you don't really need this much beef. You just need, what, a deck of cards?
Well, even when it comes to protein, well, exactly. You need literally 75 grams. And that's going to give you about 26 grams of protein. And that's literally about this much in steak.
So this is the serving size?
Yeah, exactly. And now when you start comparing it, like, I love quinoa. It's a grain. It's a complete protein. It means it gives you all your amino acids, which you need to fuel your body, but also repair your body tissue and create new tissues. But it would take 6 servings, about 700 calories, to get the same amount of protein.
So this protein is this protein.
Yeah.
And this is hummus.
6 servings of hummus.
That's a lot of hummus. That's a lot of calories there.
Well, it's a lot of calories, but it's also tasty.
And protein rich.
Yeah,
good for kids. If you can't get the beef in the kids, you can get the hummus in the kids.
Absolutely. And then peanut butter, you know, we were talking about our kids, and my kids are peanut butter fiends, and but it would take 7 servings of peanut butter to get the equivalent of that 75 grams steak.
So what you're telling me is the on-the-go snack, you could just grab this and do yourself the favor of not having to eat 2 peanut butter sandwiches.
Well, we didn't talk about on the go too, right? But we were talking about leveraging
That's
time.
What I'm saying is if I'm cruising from point A to point B, I often will just grab that peanut butter sandwich and go.
Yeah, I'm a big believer too. Like, I'll cook something in the evening, you know, like a loin, and I'll literally cook it once, but I'll get 3 or 4 meal stretch out of it. And these are some of my favorites that I'll tend to cook on the go and take them with me. And you know, we got a beef wrap, we got quesadillas, but these are my favorite Korean beef lettuce cups. You know, literally pack and go.
I like this idea.
Which one are you eating?
Which one can I eat? I'm totally taking, you know, you're not leaving here with this food. Let's also just, can we go back to the black beans for a second? Because this surprises me. You need this much in order to have the equivalent, the protein equivalent of that?
2.5 servings of black beans. Now, again, that's similar in protein. You'll be getting about 26 grams of protein as you would in 184 grams. So when you start to look at the efficiency of the protein sources, they're not all created equal.
That's where you're going here, is the efficiency of the protein. The nutrients in all of these foods are positive. And for those who might be going, I just don't eat beef, so if I need to, I can still put my brown rice with my black beans and get that perfect protein.
But I do encourage them to consult with their dietitian or nutritionist, because you have to understand food pairing, because you need complete all your essential amino acids. There's 9 that our body can't produce. We have to get it in our diet. So just make sure when you start pairing your foods that you're getting that full spectrum of amino acids.
Right. Love it. And there's more in this book. Let's talk just a little bit. You don't get these muscles by not working out. Let's talk about Dai Manuel's Whole Life Fitness Manifesto. People are thinking, oh, I got to go to the gym, I got to go to spin class, I got to go somewhere to get fit. Not true.
Well, you know, I always say excuses are just bad habits in disguise, okay? So I've heard it all. After over 20 years in the industry, I've heard everybody's excuse. And it's usually, I don't have time, or I don't know how to do it, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I've tried to give them the best value that they can spend every day, 30 minutes, investing in themselves. And it's so health first. 15 minutes of movement, 5 minutes of mindfulness, 10 minutes of personal development. No equipment needed. You do it right in your living room.
Yeah.
There's no excuse.
This is what I like about it, because you can use your body weight if you just do it right.
Yeah.
And what a great manifesto. So let's give away a copy of this book right now. Contests at btvancouver.ca, subject line Dai, D-A-I, Manuel. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Jody.
I'm educated on my proteins and ready to rock and roll. 8:27.